Suspected Boko Haram militants have returned some 110 girls kidnapped from a high school compound in Dapchi a few weeks ago. The release comes barely a week after President Muhammadu Buhari visited the school. He met with the parents and promised that his administration will do everything possible to rescue and reunite the girls with their families. Nevertheless, Nigeria's local media reports that 5 of the 110 girls are dead. The circumstances of their return is still not quite clear. The girls were taken from the school on the evening of 19th February by a group of militants who had attacked the town of Dapchi, similar to what occurred in 2014 in neighboring Borno State. The kidnapping raised uncomfortable parallels with the abduction of the Chibok girls. Some of those girls remain in captivity.
Fela Nikolabo Kuti made a sound, army arrangement. This is arrangement by those who made it. It's abracadabra. There was no kidnap, no release, nothing. They know what they are doing.
About the return of the adopted Dapchi girl. But in another way, this is a scam, and they are playing with the intelligence of young Nigerians and the future incoming generation. Put them fear not to move forward on education, particularly in northern Nigeria. 2, the government in power, they want to use this as a promoter of their because of their power, because they are trying well. But that's fallacy. I want to let you know. It's a game. You cannot tell me that a big nation like in Nigeria, a place where there is war, which you know that when there's war, there's a lot of tight security in that region. Something that thing happened in Chibok. It still repeat again without any single security. Do you understand? So you cannot tell me that the government is not doesn't aware of that thing. There's a more prominent politicians, particularly in northern Nigeria, who is sponsoring all these things, need them to promote their own government. And it's very bad for this nation. Do you understand me? It's not acceptable. It's not a really shameful thing to international community. How Nigeria are playing politics with the life of their citizens. Do you understand me? So saying that they are recovered, well, I'm happy that those people are bad. Another way, how can a food security, a food Nigerian, upon all Nigerian security, they take it without security, and they return it back successful without any security seeing them, seeing anything? It means that Nigeria is so porous like that. Even in Lagos State, can such a thing happen like that? They're not fighting war in Lagos State. Don't think that they're not fighting war in Lagos State. That sort of thing cannot happen like that. Now, their place, since over 6 years, there's a lot of battlefield there, fighting war. You cannot tell me that there's no security apparatus in that place. It looks suspicious. Mr. President.
Yeah, and I read that they were saying yesterday, but for me, I thought this is just politics. You know, they are doing this thing because of the next election. Election is coming next year. And I think if someone that trying to rescue them will not use that one to campaign that, you know, we rescue them, we do this, and we make sure we have security in this country. So they are just playing us.
I think it was stage managed because the government of the day is trying to a cheap way of making the people to believe that they are working. Because as at the time they said they were returned in the afternoon. So, and where were the security men by then? You know, and I also understand they were taking pictures with the parents, which is unusual. So I feel that it was a stage managed thing by the government. I think they need more to tell the public, the Nigerian public, of what really went on. You know, so I really believe that they need more to do than looking for a cheap way to make people to believe that they are working.
Well, they've started again. Well, I think. In a way, because this thing that have been going on, I think is something that is strategically planned by those terrorists for a purpose. Because the Boko Haram, they've been living and they've been having, I believe personally, that is an agenda that is planned because for no reason they kidnapped the girls, basically because of what they want to achieve by the government. And at the end of the day, two things involved. He said that like these people, they just released like yesterday, and for no reason they kidnap them, for no reason they release them. So the thing is just that I think personally it's something that is technically done by some terrorists that are not happy of maybe the way the government is going or the way the systems are being played. But personally, I see this as corruption, and I see it as strategic planning.
Anyway, we are not God. But why some of us are having a lot of doubt about the return of the girls is because the APC government started whatever they are doing with lies. And then, you know, there is a saying that goes, when you come into a house with lies, you have to remain telling lies in order to live in that house. It's a wonderful thing if it's real, because some of us cannot really hit our heart and say it's a statement issue or not. But when you really take time to monitor from inception how the story went, how it started, and how it's ending, then it looks like something being stage managed. But whatever it is, I know those children were somebody's children, somebody's daughter. So the trauma the parents may have run through, and the girls who didn't know exactly what was happening. So at least bringing them back home have given a rest of mind to the parents and the children. But for the government, honestly, it's funny. It's funny because you have security men, as they said, that were in the school. All of a sudden, all of them left. Then some people came and invaded the school and took these girls away. Are you getting? Then now the same security is all about stories and stories and stories. But the wonderful thing is, to God be the glory that these girls are back. But going about...
It's staged. It's staged. They want to win people to their side and to vote for them. It's stage managed.
The Chibok girls, it's not staged. But that's that time, Nigeria have never seen that of our experience before. Now Nigeria have already seen that of experience before. It's not supposed to happen again. Do you understand me? If a real nation, it's not supposed to happen again. And true, if they want to rescue these Chibok girls, these Dapchi girls, as far that you want to make it so that the life of those girls will be rescued successful, they're still supposed to put a drone on air. Those kidnappers and those adopters cannot be aware that something is happening. So that after all they have rescued these people, they'll play those things to Nigerians and international community to show that the government is not aware.
We have Chibok girl before, now Dapchi girl. But the next time you will hear is another created by Yoruba or OPC or anywhere. Nigeria, we are going nowhere. But I pray we shouldn't have war in this country because our leaders are just useless. They are useless. They are just playing us. And there's nothing we can do. We have no power to challenge them. And we can, until we fight for ourselves for this country, because this country will be all right.